Many of you have asked me, what is my morning routine? So today I decided to walk you through it.
I'm going to tell you right now, either you're going to control your time or your time's going to control you.
That first hour, the victory hour, is mission critical to you living your greatest life.
Want to be happy? Build a life, not just a business.
Living that believing life. Out here living that believing life. Every day we living that believing life. Hustle like we living that believing life. Living life, yeah, so we grinding it out. Every single day we be grinding it out. Hustle like we living that believing life, oh. That believing life, oh.
Hey, it's Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you too. You've got Michael Jordan level talent at something. So today, let's live your best belief life and learn the 5 morning routines of super successful people. Enjoy. Okay, let's kick it off with routine number 1, reprogram your mind with Mel Robbins.
Hey, it's Mel, and I know I have been hammering the point that you have to create a routine if you want to be happy, successful, and feel confident and in control. And so many of you have asked me, what is my morning routine? So today I decided to walk you through it. So I wake up at 6:15 to this alarm clock that simulates the sunrise. Then I pet my dog. Then I always make my bed. This is a really important tip. So the night before you are going to sleep, lay out your exercise clothes, because when you see them in the morning, it acts like a trigger in your mind to remind you of your promised exercise. And even though I get dressed, I don't feel like exercising. Here's another pro tip. I program my mind to be positive all day, and I practice gratitude while brushing my teeth. I brush with my non-dominant hand, which is the hand that you normally don't write with. So I brush my teeth with my left hand because I'm a righty. And then as I am brushing my teeth with my left hand, I have to pay attention because it's not really a natural thing to do. And as I'm paying attention, I have my gratitude practice where I think about what I'm grateful for.
Routine number 2, take control of your time with Mylett.
I'm going to tell you right now, either you're going to control your time or your time's going to control you. Either you are going to dictate the terms of your life or you're going to be somebody who reacts and responds throughout their life. This device right here can both speed up time in your life or it can slow it down. It's not always a speed tool. So one of the tips that I've covered before, but not enough people implement, that I promise you is a quality of max out performers that relates to their time, is they control it. They do not react and respond. They dictate the terms of their life most of the time. And that means this: when you wake up in the morning, the greatest thing you could do for yourself is not touch or look at this device for 30 minutes to an hour after awakening. So that when you wake up, you take control of your time. You control the time. You control the beginning of the day. You get clear, you meditate, you pray, you stretch, you think, you go through a gratitude exercise. You control the first 30 minutes of your day. It sets a tone that I'm in charge of my time, not what enters this. If the first thing you do is grab this now dictates the term of your day. This controls my day. What hits this, what email, what text, what call hits this, what Instagram post hit this, this controls me. It controls my time. But if you can stay away from it for the first 30 minutes to an hour, you send a message to your brain, to yourself, that you control time, that this day is on your terms. And again, you stack up a day, a week, a month, a year, 5 years, of a lifetime of you controlling and dictating the terms of your life for just the first 30 minutes to an hour every day. It will revolutionize your life. It'll be very difficult to do for the first 30 days, but after 30 days, you'll never have the desire to do it again. You'll completely flip your life around. I'm not suggesting that all max out performers dictate every term. Of course I respond. Of course I react throughout my day. It's not the syntax or context of my day. I control my day. There are things throughout every day where we react and respond. There are conversations where someone says something to us. We clearly react and respond. But I'm the assessor of my life, not the assessee. I assess my life. I dictate the terms of my life. I'm not being assessed and I'm not being dictated to by other people all the time in my life. I love the book by my brother Evan Carmichael, Built to Serve You Guys. This is the kind of thing you get in this book. Most people wake up and drive to a job they hate. Think about your 5 closest friends. Are they happy? Do they live their lives with purpose? Do you? We put on a fake front for what we want people to see and think about us, but the reality is most people aren't happy. We're lost. We settle. You can't be happy if you don't know your purpose. And then he goes on to explain how to do that. You guys should get this book, Built to Serve, by my dear friend Evan Carmichael.
Routine number 3, use the 20-20-20 formula with Robin Sharma.
That first hour, the victory hour, is mission critical to you living your greatest life. And I want you to really think about that. So what do you do when you first wake up? Well, I think it's really important to get some sweaty exercise in. In the 5 a.m. club, I talk about the 20-20-20 formula. And if you're interested in it, I'd love for you to learn it because it is currently helping millions of people around the world upgrade their creativity, their productivity, their focus, their prosperity, their lifestyle, and their impact on the people around them. And so this 20-20-20 formula is really a very simple, clear, calibrated morning routine to dramatically create some positive shifts in your life. I don't know where you're at in your life right now. If you're struggling, if you want to be happier, if you want real productivity, if you really want to find, a lifestyle you love, if you want to wake up with, this fire in your belly, then definitely run the 20-20-20 formula. And in the book, I talk about the 66-day minimum. It's based on the research of University College London that has found if you practice any new skill for 66 days in a row through the power of neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to adapt, then you are going to reach a point called automaticity. I want you to think about that term, automaticity. In other words, after 66 days of practicing the 20-20-20 formula, and joining the 5 a.m. club and running the morning routine, you're going to get to a point where it's automatic. You're going to get to a point where it's actually easier to get up at 5 a.m. than to stay in bed. The 20-20-20 formula, very simply, is this. 5 to 5:20 is all about move. Because when you move in the morning and you sweat, you'll release BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which will optimize your cognition. It will make you think more effectively as you go through your day. Did you know BDNF actually helps you promote neurogenesis, which is actually the creation of new brain cells? BDNF through sweaty exercise will also help you repair brain cells that have been damaged through stress. Powerful, because the quality of your brain sets up the quality of your performance. Sweaty exercise in that first 20-minute pocket of move of the 20-20-20 formula will also release dopamine, which is the inspirational neurotransmitter, which gives you fire in the belly as you go through your day. University of Toronto did some research and found that the effects of a morning exercise actually last 19 hours after your workout. Cortisol, the fear hormone, is high in the morning. Exercise will reduce it. Exercise in the morning will release serotonin, which is the pleasure neurochemical, which makes you feel happy through the day. Now it's 5:20. You're feeling fundamentally different.
Routine number 4, meditate with Tom Bilyeu.
Meditating for any reason I think is really important. And doing that gets you into a calm and creative state, which is where all of your anxiety, all of your stress is dropped down to zero. And I also think that we think on multiple levels. You've got the thinking that is truly you hear the voice and the words articulated in your mind, but you also have below that where you have the notion without the actual words. And then I think either below that or beside that, you also have just sort of an emotional level of thinking where you're feeling whatever is going on. And I think that you want to quiet all of those down so that you can truly get into that calm, creative state. And I really feel the difference in my brain, which is why I think that meditating is insanely important. And I think much like fasting, it's really where you want to not be taxing your metabolic processes. And it's not that I think, there are a lot of studies out there that show that doing that increases the efficiency of your mitochondria and a whole host of other benefits, including insulin sensitivity and on and on. I think that there's a very similar effect that happens when you meditate, where you're literally fasting from thought, or at least you're trying to get out of thought and into that calm, creative space as much of the time that you're meditating as possible. You're going to find that your mind wanders. It's just what the mind does, but you really can quiet it down. And I think in quieting it down, there is some effect. I don't know what the actual neurological effect is, but the effects of that, what you feel is a deep sense of calm, relaxation, and it's incredibly powerful for then having your most potent ideas and biggest breakthroughs.
And routine number 5, the last one before a very special bonus routine, is make your bed with Lewis Howes.
Every day without exception, my alarm clock goes off at 6:15 a.m. Even though the thought of sleeping until noon tempts me, I still manage to force myself out of bed. Even though I'm not alert and happy to be awake the second I open my eyes, I still power through it. Even though I just woke up, I know that one of the most important parts of my day starts now. I make my bed. It might seem trivial, but it's more important than you think. It's not just about making your bed. It's about instilling order into your life. It's about accomplishing something right away. Your bed is your resting place, and if it's messy, your life will be messy.
Now I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. I want to know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video? And write down in the comments below when you're going to take action on that takeaway this week. When you schedule in what day, what time, and what place you're going to take action, you have a 91% chance of actually following through, compared to just 35% if you just got motivated but never created a plan. And when you share your plan and have accountability, you give yourself an even higher chance of following through. So in the comments below, write down your single biggest takeaway as well as your specific plan of action, because I want to celebrate with you. The only thing missing in your life is momentum. You're a genius. You've got great ideas. You are the Michael Jordan of something. The only thing that is stopping you is your ability to do difficult things and start building momentum. I think for so many people, it's not just doing the thing that scares you first thing in the morning, it's doing it at all. Most people just don't do it at all. You've got a great idea. You know it can work, but you're afraid of judgment. You don't know where to start. You're afraid of it being not perfect and people telling you that you suck and you failing publicly. You're afraid of all that stuff, and so you don't do anything. You got your foot on the gas and brake at the same time, knowing that you're capable of more, knowing that you have greatness in here, but then being too afraid to go off and execute it. And so I think not just starting your day with the thing that scares you, just moving, doing something, anything, just getting started on your crazy idea. It's not that you're leaving it to the afternoon, it's that most people aren't doing it at all. So I was on a call with an entrepreneur friend of mine yesterday, and she was upset, she was frustrated. She had decided last year, mid last year, right? June, July last year, that she needed to let somebody go on her team. This person was being toxic in their environment, was still producing results for the company, but just being a big drag on the company, on the culture, and on herself as trying to lead this team of people. And so she decided, I gotta let this person go. It's 6-7 months later now, and she still hasn't done it. She still hasn't done it because she's afraid of maybe not finding the right person to replace, the impact of having to go through training and hiring all over again. And she just hasn't made the decision. The biggest problem is she has not decided. And so I said, when is this gonna matter to you? You decided, right, last year, 6, 7, 8 months ago, and you still haven't done the thing. And she said, well, if it gets to a year and I still haven't done it, then I have to go off and do it. And this is where your standards come into place. How long after you've made a decision do you actually start to do something about it? In her case, her standards were a year, in that she decided, but then a year later, that's when it's too much. That's when it's gone too far. That if she hasn't done it in a year, now it's too much. I want you to shorten that gap. Teach yourself that as soon as you decide, you do something, you act, you put the plan into motion, because you don't have that many years left. I look at her, you know, she's not old yet, she's not midlife yet, but you don't have that many years left. And this isn't even that big a decision. Whatever is in front of you is not actually that big a decision. There are much bigger decisions ahead. It may feel like a big decision. It may feel like it. But after you've done it and you get through it, you realize, I could do that again. And there's another bigger decision ahead. You need to shorten the gap between deciding that you want to do something and actually taking action towards it. I'm going to give you a 3-step process that I think will help. Step 1 is identify, what do you need to do that scares you? What do you need to do? You have ambitions, you have goals, you have dreams, you know you want to accomplish something big, right? You know you're capable of more. What do you want to do that scares you? If you have big dreams, it needs to come with a healthy dose of fear. If you're not afraid of what you want to do, it's not big enough. If you wake up and just do the things that you know how to do and what to do, you actually hate your life. You're just waking up and doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You want to do something bigger, and that's scary. So what is it? What is the most important thing that you need to do right now in your business or your life that scares you? Number 2, identify what is the BS out that you keep giving yourself. You're giving yourself an out. You're letting yourself off the hook. You're telling yourself, I'll do it after X. I'll do it when this. You keep giving yourself a reason why not to do it today. What is the BS reason? It's not total BS. There's some logic in it because you're a smart person. You wouldn't come up with some really stupid reason why you can't do it. You're giving yourself a really smart reason why you can't do it yet, right? It's scary. It's not because you're afraid. Of course not. It's because of this very logical thing. And once I get through this, then I can do it. But then once you get through that thing, there's something new in the way, right? And you keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. So identify what is the BS out, the BS excuse, the BS reason that you are giving yourself for not pulling the trigger today. And then step number 3 is how will you build momentum for it today? Today matters. Today, you wrote it down. Teach yourself. The fact that you wrote it down, the fact that you're thinking about it means you have to do something about it. You are not allowed, no more, not anymore. You are not allowed to think of something that scares you that you want to do. You want to do it and it scares you. You are not allowed to put it off anymore. You are not allowed to then sit and say, well, I'll do it later. You may not be able to fully do it right now, but some small step, an email, research, a phone call, some small step right now, immediately to say, I'm going to build momentum towards this. That's what you want to teach yourself. That's one of the greatest gifts that you can ever teach yourself, is that as soon as you come up with an idea that you are a genius, that you are Michael Jordan, that you are capable, that you will figure it out, and that it's scary. And that's amazing because you do scary things. Identify the BS reasons why you're not actually doing it. And then today, immediately build some kind of momentum towards it. If you want to know the 5 habits that will improve your health, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.